Hello, hello. There we go. Looks like we have a little bit of sound. Actually, one moment while I check just how loud am I compared to the music. Oh, that is a okay volume. Oh. What am I? Is this what I'm streaming? Please don't tell me this is what my screen looks like. This is exactly what my screen looks like. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Oh, right, yeah, no, that makes sense, actually. Hilarious. In fact, stellar even. Welcome to the stream where only the smartest of things happen. Why are you having trouble capturing that? Because I have it minimized? Oh, there we go. Alright. Let's fix this. Had it so appropriately set up just a little earlier. Then I have to go and ruin everything for myself as soon as I start stream. Alright. Good morning! Good morning and welcome to the stream, absolutely everyone. Nem, I can see you're already here. That's true. I also never ever claimed to be intelligent. If I claim to be a wise man, it surely means that I don't know. And that is your non-wisdom for today. Now time to get to some actual wisdom when we learn about space. Where am I? Yes, today's stream is anywhere near the schedule. The schedule says I start at 9 a.m. my time. It is currently 3 p.m. So when I say it is a good morning report, I do not mean it is a good morning for me. I mean it is a good morning for wherever it is currently morning. In some very early cases, that would be, I guess, the UK. If we're talking like 1 a.m., a little past that probably. Let's see, in Australia, what time is it in Australia? Probably around midday? Wait, no. They're like 20 hours ahead or behind. Give or take, I guess. Different times, different parts of the world. It's morning somewhere, which means it's also 5 o'clock somewhere. So feel free to start drinking. Oh my god. No, I don't think I can condone. Wait, can I condone that on stream? Probably. I'm probably a bad influence. This is the very focused stream where I never, ever stray from the topic. But the topic of today is NASA adds mission to Artemis lunar program, updates architecture. This was posted on February 27th, so I'm getting to this a couple weeks later. And I'm starting with this one because I've followed just a bit of the Artemis launch that NASA's doing. I've covered a bit about it in previous morning reports. So, you know, I thought it'd be nice to touch base on this one. Honestly, I might make it a thing to follow, like, whatever the latest, like, spacecraft we're sending is. And right now, that's Artemis. And you know what? That kind of lines up with the Hades streams, too. We all love Artemis. Ooh. That, my friends, my streamers, my viewers, that is a rocket. The friendly kind. Well, I still wouldn't be around it when it takes off. The first few seats is a splash zone. I was mentioning earlier. Oh yes, we're much later, and then I meant to actually like explain why. It's because I have a new addiction, and it's to Hearthstone. I was telling myself I'll go to sleep at some point. I gotta be ready for tomorrow's morning stream, and then uh I kept thinking like, okay, and then tomorrow morning stream I'm going to do the morning report and then read a lot of Fate Zero. So I gotta get as much Hearthstoning in now as I can. So just one more match is okay. And then I reached midnight and I'm like, just a few more matches. And then I reach 1 a.m. and I'm like, honestly, at 1 a.m. I don't even think I checked the time. Between like midnight and 4:30, I just thought it was 11 for most of that time. And then it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm thinking like, oh no, mistakes have been made. So the Fate stream will be back next Sunday at its usual time, and I've moved back to watching myself. I need to stop doing that. As funny as it is, um, that's true. That'll happen. I hope no one stones me. No, but yeah, then sleep had to be had. Fate's Day will be back next Sunday, but today we're going to do the morning report. I have a few articles to get us through. Some are about space, one is about science, and one is about fish. So if you like science and space and technology and fish, this is the stream for you. And let's get right into it. So, like I said, this was posted February 27th of this year. So that's a couple weeks. I think a little less than 2 weeks ago back now. And it was posted by Jessica Tavo. You can only assume that this is like pronounced the same way I would pronounce plateau. Yeah. So they're adding mission to the Artemis lunar program. And they're updating the architecture. And what does that mean? What does that mean exactly? One second. Oh, you know what? Couple of things. There are a couple of places I can, throw this. God dang it. Throw this, URL. My apologies, I'm going to sneeze. I too! Oh, pardon. And Alright. That seems like... Actually, one more place. Nope. Alright. Switching back to... That was a long amount of me zoned in on, posting my link a couple places. I almost forgot that I was on stream. Just a little bit. Oh, you're right. Honestly, I probably could have called the stream that. Maybe. But, oh, a stretcher dream would be so good. In fact, that sounds so nice. I think I'll stretch right now. Alright. Alright. Now, we're zoning back in. What are we up to? We're on the Artemis mission. This is posted by Jessica Tavo on February 26th. February 27th, the 26th. And as you can see, NASA's Nightcrawler Transporter 2 carrying the agency's Artemis II space launcher system, a rocket with the Orion spacecraft. So, which one is the Artemis and which one is the Orion, I wonder? Maybe they're labeled. Are they? Well, they're certainly branded. I can't tell which is which. Oh well. Arrives February 25th. Yeah, inside the vehicle assembly building at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida to troubleshoot the flow of helium to the rocket's upper stage, the interim cryogenic propulsion stage. Once complete, the space launch system rocket will roll back to Launch Complex 39B to prepare to launch for 4 astronauts around the moon and back for the Artemis second test flight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the rockets are, they are big boys. You're just a you're about, like, little taller than this railing you see over here. Oh my gosh. It's like... Oh my... It's like... That's so... It's so big! Anyway. That's just the truth. It just is. I hope you're enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. As part of a golden age of exploration and discovery, NASA announced Friday the agency to increasing its cadence of missions under the Artemis program to achieve the natural objective of returning American astronauts to the moon and establishing an enduring presence. This includes standardizing vehicle configuration, adding an additional mission in 2027, and undertaking at least one surface landing every year thereafter. As teams prepare to launch Artemis the second in the weeks ahead, the Artemis 3. Okay, so let's stick with 2 and 3. As teams prepare to launch Artemis 2 in the weeks ahead, the Artemis 3 mission, now in 2027, will be designed to test out systems and operational capabilities in low Earth orbit to prepare for an Artemis 4 landing in 2028. Man, they have 4 seasons planned out. Wild. This mission will endeavor to include a rendezvous and docking with one or both commercial landers from SpaceX and Blue Origin. In-space tests of the docked vehicles, integrated checkout of life support. Wait, okay. So this is... Wait. This new mission will endeavor to include a rendezvous and docking with one or both commercial landers from SpaceX and Blue Origin, in-space tests of the docked vehicles, integrated checkout of life support, communications, and propulsion systems, as well as tests of the new extravehicular activity, or otherwise known as ZEVA. Ziva? No, ZEVA suits. Extravehicular activity. This looks like, I look at this word and I'm like, this is what a video game would like use to like call it like, oh, a high endurance suit. This is like a futuristic like space suit. This is no. So I read this and my brain says they put this as like it gives you superpowers. This is the Halo armor. I doubt that's what it actually is, but that's what I like to imagine. NASA will further define this test flight after completing detailed reviews between NASA and our industry partners. The agency will share the specific objectives for the updated Artemis 3 mission in the near future. NASA's recently announced workforce directive is a key factor in enabling this acceleration. NASA will rebuild core competencies in the civil servant workforce, and including more in-house and side-by-side development work with our Artemis partners, enabling a safer, more reliable, and faster launch cadence. NASA must standardize its approach, increase flight rate. Wait, who's reading this? Ah, right. NASA must standardize its approach, increasing flight rate safely, and execute on the President's national space policy. With credible competition from our greatest geopolitical adversary increasing by the day, we need to move faster, eliminate delays, and achieve our objectives. Wait. With credible competition from our greatest geopolitical adversary. Okay, way to not, like, you successfully didn't, like, name drop a country, or, you know what, I probably shouldn't say that so soon, but also, like, are you sure we should be rushing this? I don't know if we need to eliminate delays. I'm not sure, like, remember Apollo 11? We still remember Apollo 11, right? I think it's better to, like, take our time and like, it's not a race. I mean, like, I love, you know, whatever gets us to space faster, but I don't think it should be about doing it fast. I think it should be about doing it right. Okay, what the hell do I know? Here I am, mansplaining safety to the professionals, but I'm like, I don't know about this, the way he puts this. I don't know about the way he puts this. That's Jared Isaacman, NASA Administrator. Standardizing vehicle configuration, increasing flight rate, and progressing to objectives in a logical phased approach is how we achieved the near impossible in 1969, and is how we will do it again. I like this logical phased approach sentence intake. I like that part. After successful completion of the Artemis 1 flight test, the upcoming Artemis 2 flight test, and the new, more robust test approach to Artemis 3, it is needlessly complicated to alter the configuration of the Space Launch System and Orion stack to undertake subsequent Artemis missions, said NASA Associate Administrator Amit Kshatriya. There is too much learning left on the table and too much development and production risk in front of us. Instead, we want to keep testing like we fly and have flown. We are looking back to the wisdom of the folks that designed Apollo. The entire sequence of Artemis flights need to represent a step-by-step build-up of capability, with each step bringing us closer to our ability to perform the landing missions. Each step needs to be big enough to make progress, but not so big that we take unnecessary risk. Given previous learnings. Therefore, if we want to fly the landing missions in as close to the same Earth as ascent configuration as possible, this means using an upper stage and pad system in as close to the Block T configuration. You know, okay, I have my stream there, like there in the corner of my thing, and I can see that I'm either way behind of my own stream or like my yeah, my what is it? My avatar keeps like pausing and like glitching. I don't know if that's like what it's currently doing because I'm looking at it. Well, where am I in the stream right now? Now we have to see me so I can tell where I am. Well, where am I in the stream right now? Now we have. So I'm like that close. Okay. It's like there's always like a bit of a buffer, a bit of a lag. For a moment there, my avatar kept like going back to like default pose, but it seems like it's being normal now. Behave, Haliosis. Stay focused. Anyway. Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Zip by zip. Where was I? Right. There's too much learning. We were with Amit Kshatriya. She was saying, you know, we don't want to take unnecessary risks given previous learnings. Maybe she's talking about the Apollo 11. Maybe she's talking about that time. Maybe, you know? I think she's spitting facts. Oh, dang it. That's not what I meant to open. And therefore, we want to fly the landing missions in as close to the same Earth ascent configuration as possible. This means using an upper stage and pad systems in as close to the Block 1 configuration as possible. We will work with our partners that have been developing the evolved block configuration of these systems to take proper actions to align their efforts towards... This is too small of text. Therefore, we want to fly the landing missions in as close to the same Earth ascent configuration as possible. This means using an upper stage and pad systems in as close to the Block 1 configuration as possible. I don't know what the Block 1 configuration is. We will work with our but I imagine it's like a certain way of like, you know, putting the upper stage and pad systems. Like, I guess they would have to like have different designs for how the things that the rockets take off from like are architecturally structured, because that would probably like affect things like exactly how the launch systems, I don't know, operate. Listen to me going on about things I don't know. This is why we learn, folks. We will work with our partners that must have been we will work with our partners that have been developing the evolved block configuration in these systems to take proper actions to align their efforts towards this goal and announce the details of those changes once they are finalized. We will take a similar approach to in-space, landing, and surface EVA operations as well, as we evolve the mission sequence in the spirit of the Apollo mindset, which is obsessed with system reliability and crew safety as the key missions to success. I'll be honest, a mission where no one dies? It's a successful mission to me. Boeing is a proud partner to the Artemis mission, and our team is honored to contribute to NASA's vision for American space leadership, said Steve Parker, Boeing Defense, Space and Security President and CEO. The space launch the SLS core stage remains the world's most powerful rocket stage and the only one that can carry American astronauts directly to the moon and beyond in a single launch. As NASA lays out an accelerated launch schedule, our workforce and supply chain are prepared to meet the increased production needs. With a rocket designed at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama, built at America's Rocket Factory at NASA's Michoud Assembly Facility in New Orleans, and integrated at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida, we are ready. Oh, wait, what? We are ready to meet the increased demand. The announcement came during a news conference at NASA Kennedy, where leaders also discussed the status of the Artemis II mission. NASA rolled the Space Launcher System and Orion spacecraft to the Vehicle Assembly Building, also known as the VAB, on February 25th for repairs. ahead of the next launch opportunities for the test flight in April. Once the Artemis II hardware was back in the VAB, teams immediately began work on the helium issue discovered in the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, and prepared for several actions, including replacing batteries in the flight termination system, end-to-end testing for range safety requirements, and more. I'm grateful to the Administrator Isaacman for taking this bold step and moving quickly to assure we have the support and resources needed to launch Artemis astronauts to the moon every year, said Lori Glaze, Acting Associate Administrator for Exploration Systems Development Mission Directorate at NASA headquarters in Washington. That is ESDMD. Yeah, that doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Our team is up to the challenge of a successful Artemis II mission and soon thereafter, enabling a more frequent cadence of moon missions. Alright, so sounds like they're doing they're really, it sounds like there's a bit of a back and forth as to like whether to do things faster or safer. Which is good. We want things both to be, you know, safe and efficient. Seems like they being meticulous about the structure stuff that I don't even really know about. I'm excited for more moon missions. I like that giant rock up in the sky. I'd say hydrate, but this is soda, so anyway. That's the update on the Artemis II. Now, this next article that I have incoming is actually the one that I was more excited about. What are we getting into here? I'll tell you exactly what we're getting into. 7-minute read, we'll see about that. I'm known to make this, I'm known to multiply this by 10. This is gonna be a 70-minute read, let's go! No. Young Sun, that's my rap name. No, Young Sun caught blowing bubbles by NASA's Chandra. I'm assuming Chandra is one of its telescopes. For the first time, right. This was written by Lee Mohan on February 23rd of 2026. This is more, learning article than news. Pardon me. Excuse. Right? I like purple things. It's purple, like me. Alright. So, written by Lee Mohan on February 23rd. For the first time, a much younger version of the sun has been caught red-handed blowing bubbles in the galaxy. What the frick do they mean by blowing bubbles? It is a sun. This is why I had to include it in today's... No, what have I done? Don't do that. Never. No, but like, no idea what this could possibly mean in this context. The idea of a sun blowing out anything fills me with dread and awe. So, sometimes caught red-handed blowing bubbles in the galaxy by astronomers using NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory. So, as we can see, we have the galaxy. We have a dust wing here. We have a dust wing here, which I don't even know what the heck that means. And the astrosphere. More on that. Okay, HD 61005 in X-ray, infrared, and optical light. Those are some details. That's crazy. What does it mean, toggle? Oh. 2 up? Oh. That's what it means. Okay. Right, anyway. The bubble called an astrosphere. Resisting the urge to look this up because they are about to tell me what it is. Completely surrounds the juvenile star. So blowing a bubble means it gets surrounded by the thing. Okay. Let's look at why they call it this. Why do they call it blowing a bubble? Like, aside from just that a bubble is involved. The bubble, called an astrosphere, completely surrounds the juvenile star. Winds from the star's surface are blowing up the bubble and filling it with a hot gas as it expands into much cooler galactic gas and dust surrounding the star. What? Wait, okay. The bubble, called an astrosphere, completely surrounds the juvenile star. Winds from the star's surface are blowing up the bubble and filling it with hot gas as it expands into much cooler galactic gas and dust surrounding the star. So it's a cloud, but it's like a bubble because it has a. Okay, is it a bubble because it has like it's circular or because it's obeying gravity, or is there like a film? That's what I'm like not concerned, but like curious about. Like, is it a shape of a bubble or is it actually a bubble? That's what I want to know. And is there actually a distinction, I guess? It's probably the silliest thing to be concerned about. The idea, well, no, because it's like, I don't know. I'm curious if there's like a separation. It's like, it almost seems like a separation would be, yeah, someone needs to confiscate that. It almost seems like inherent that, of course, between space and anything that isn't space, there is an inherent separation. But I guess I'm wondering just how uniform, like, the circle is to call it a bubble, because bubbles, like, they try to maintain a shape. Aside from like gravity keeping it in a circle, bubbles try to maintain their own shape of a circle. That's what has me. Why do bubbles do that? Well, because gravity, right? Okay, no, I'm overthinking this. Okay. Where was I? The sun has a similar bubble around it. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I'm thinking like the sun has a similar bubble around it, so it's always there? Okay. Oh, which scientists call the heliosphere, created by the solar wind. It extends far beyond the planets in our solar system and protects Earth from cosmic radiation. What? We're within the heliosphere? Suns emit a bubble that we're already inside that protects Earth from like radiation from outside the sun's orbit? How many ways is Earth being protected from just being incinerated? On the spot. I swear. It's crazy. Why does this exist? Why is cosmic radiation a thing? Just like the combined like all the stars we see. Imagine if all the stars we see like are actually dangerous. I think that's what it means by cosmic radiation. Let's actually this one is I don't mind searching this one up. Not that. Bing? Bing? That's what we do? Let's just copy that. Go here. Wait. That's what I thought. Happy International Women's Day. That's cosmic ray. Facts about radiation from space from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. That's scary. Wait. I think this just has answer. Cosmic radiation is what it sounds like. Radiation from space. In this article, we explore what it is, why we are protected from it on Earth, how it affects people in specific jobs, and how it affects people in specific jobs, and how it can help advance technology for cancer treatment. Oh, thank goodness for space radiation. Uh, right. What? Okay, what are cosmic rays? We'll just stop here. Cosmic rays are extremely high-energy subatomic particles, mostly protons and atomic nuclei, accompanied by electromagnetic emissions that move through space, eventually bombarding Earth's surface. Where do they come from? Oh, I literally just asked that. I literally just okay. That's literally the. This is the thing I'm most curious about. So we'll get into this and then we'll go back to the young sun. They travel at nearly the speed of light, which is approximately 300,000 kilometers per second. Kilometers. Cosmic rays are of two kinds: galactic and solar. Galactic cosmic radiation, this is what I'm curious about, comes from the remnants of supernovas. Not just any planet, not just any sun, I mean. It doesn't just, apparently, like, maybe our sun doesn't give off cosmic radiation because it comes from supernovas. Powerful explosions during the last stages of massive stars that either collapse to black holes or are destroyed. The energy released in these explosions accelerates charged particles outside our solar system, making them highly penetrating and extremely hard to shield. In essence, supernovas act like huge natural particle accelerators. The Earth is constantly exposed to galactic cosmic fucking radiation. What? I'm sorry. That's crazy. The energy released in these explosions accelerates charged particles. Wow. Okay. Yeah, solar cosmic radiation. So, okay, yeah, you're right. Our sun probably does have cosmic radiation. It's composed of charged particles emitted by the sun, predominantly electrons, protons, and helium nuclei. Some of this radiation is continuously emitted from the sun's corona, which led scientists to call it the solar wind. Oh! That's why Cisco and his son Jake from Deep Space Nine, the Star Trek series, were able to use an old spacecraft from Cardassians to ride the solar winds. Now, I haven't watched that episode in over a decade, and yes, I still remember it for some reason. The remainder comes from... Deep Space Nine was a good series. The remainder comes from solar particle events. Yeah, okay. So, cosmic radiation is exactly what it sounds like, except that it comes from supernovas. That's just crazy to me, that a supernova can explode and, like, it's happening either frequently enough or it becomes dangerous for long enough that it's just a constant threat that we're protected against. Scary. Not that one. Right, yeah, okay, thank you, the bubble from the sun. Thank you for protecting us from that. This is the first image of an astrosphere astronomers have obtained around a star similar to the sun. It shows slightly extended emission than a single point of light as seen for other such stars. We have been studying our sun's atmosphere for decades, but we can't see it from the outside, said Carrie Lease. We'll go with Lease. Said Carrie Lease of Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, who led the study, which published day of week in the Astrophysical Journal. This new candor result about a similar star's astrosphere teaches us about the shape of the suns and how it has changed over billions of years as the sun evolves and moves through the galaxy. The star. Oh, I thought HD 61005 was the freaking pixel rating or whatever, because it has HD in it. Whatever. The star is called HD 61005, and it is located about 120 light years from Earth. That means if you traveled at the speed of light for 120 years, you could reach somewhere that isn't Earth. How many things are not that far away from Earth? I wonder. How many stars are like? Because like 120 years is like kind of long, but like we could send somewhere that reaches it in 120 years. Well, no, I don't think we have anything that travels at the speed of light. No, still send something fast enough. Personally, yes. I almost said, do I know ADHD? 84K? No! Fuck. Oh, the freaking premium. ADHD premium. Has roughly the same mass and temperature as the sun. Right. Oh! Roughly the same mass and temperature as our own sun. But it is much younger with an age of about 100 million years, compared to the sun's age of about 5 billion years. Okay. So this sun is probably going to live to be a lot older and probably grow to be a lot bigger. I think if it's already our sun size by this time, but then I think our sun is like confirmed to not ever have a supernova. Yeah, my attention deficit is very high, much like me. Wait, no, not that. Hold on. What was it that I was going to look up? Right. Was our sun going to explode? This is funny to ask out of context to Google. Thank you, AI. When will the sun die? June 4th, 2025, from space itself. You can tell this source is real because it's straight from the source. It's straight from space. Our sun isn't massive enough to trigger a dramatic stellar explosion, known as a supernova. Okay. So the fact that it isn't big enough to trigger a supernova, and this one is much smaller right now. No, this one is much younger, despite being the same size, leads me to believe that this one will likely get big enough to cause a supernova, and it is only... I know 120 light years is a long way, but it is only 120 light years away. That seems stupidly close for me, in my taste. Although at the speed of light, it does take 120 years, so nothing moves faster than the speed of light. So anything from the explosion would take 120 years to get here. At the least. It shouldn't be dangerous, right? That can't hurt us. Right? Of course not. Then they'd be worried. Then this article would have said, hey, by the way, there's this bomb that's built. Well, okay, plus it would take millions and millions of years. I'm being stupid. Anyway, millions and billions of years. Listen, supernovas do scare the shit out of me. Like, genuinely. I do worry one day that just, like, we're just gonna see a huge explosion in the sky and we're gonna be like, oh, pretty, and then we're all gonna die. It's, oh my gosh. I don't actually worry about that, because, like, what would you do? But, like, the thought. Oh, the thought is terrifying. The world is just so, like, we like to think, we trick ourselves into thinking it's stable, despite all the chaos that we see, like, in it. But, like, I'm so certain that, like, a black hole could just, like, zoop by. We never saw it coming, and it just takes us all out. I'm so certain that could happen, and that's... It's both terrifying and isn't, because in order for something to be scary, it almost has to be, like, you know, there's something you either can do, or, like, something you could have avoided. In the case of that, there's like, nothing. Oh yeah, I mean, like, that's why I say we trick ourselves. It's like, there are a lot of people that, like, I figure, like, aren't as sure that, like, you know, every morning the sun's going to rise, the rain will always fall, the wind will always blow. Like, those are comforting thoughts. But, like, what if one day you woke up and it wasn't, like, doing that? There's a way the world could work in a way that it doesn't, and there are some people that seem viscerally aware of that fact, and then some people that view the world as like a lot more stable, and it's not. Space seems stable in just how long it takes everything to go, but it's just so much is happening like all the time, and it's just like, no, a lot is always going on in space. It just takes a while for things to happen. Oh man. Oh, space is so big. I get filled with such wonder. I love reading these articles, actually. And I will always be streaming the freaking just whatever catches my eye. Putt Smedler's gonna pedal. I think I said that right. We keep it moving. So it has roughly the same, size and mass of our sun, much younger. Because it is so young, HD 61005 has a much stronger wind of particles blowing from its surface that travels about 3 times faster and is about 25 times denser than the wind from the sun. Neat. This amplifies the process of astrosphere bubble blowing and mimics how our sun was behaving several billion years ago. Okay. Right. This is an infrared light. Okay. Scary. We are impacted by the sun every day, not only through the light it gives off, but also by the wind it sends out into space that can affect our satellites and potentially astronauts traveling to the moon or Mars, said the co-author Scott Walk, who I have given an ambiguous accent that I can't define for some reason, of the Center for Astrophysics, Harvard and Smithsonian, the C of A. This image of the astrosphere around HD 61005 gives us important information about what the sun's wind may have been like early in its evolution. Astronomers have nicknamed the HDs. Please give me a nickname, please. Have nicknamed the HD 61005 star system the Moth because it is surrounded by large amounts of dust patterned similarly to the shape of a moth's wings when viewed through infrared telescopes. I see it. Oh, I see it. Okay, that's neat. I love it. Okay, I love it. We nicknamed it Moth. Okay, of course. The wings are formed from material left behind after the formation of the star, similar to the Kuiper belt in our own solar system. Oh, yeah. Formed from material left behind, similar to the Kuiper belt in our own solar system. Observations of these wings with NASA's Hubble Space Telescope showed that the interstellar matter surrounding Moth is about 1,000 times denser than that around the sun. Wow! Neat. Wow! There's so many different configurations of how space works! Since the 1990s, astronomers have been trying to capture an image of an astrosphere around a sun-like star. Cantor was able to detect the astrosphere around Moth because it is producing X-rays as the stellar wind runs into cooler local interstellar medium dust and gas that surrounds the star. The dense local galactic environment, combined with Cantor's high-resolution X-ray vision, the strong stellar wind, and the star's proximity, all helped create a strong X-ray signal, allowing discovery of an astrosphere around Moth. It has a diameter of about 200 times the distance from Earth to the Sun. Oh, that's the bubble? Wait, the dense local galactic combined resolution X-ray, the strong stellar wind, the star's proximity, all helped create, the astrosphere. Yeah, okay. So the astrosphere itself. The astrosphere itself is around the size. Oh wait, it says 200 times the distance. 200 times the distance of us to our sun. It takes 8 minutes for light to move from the surface of the sun, I think, to Earth's surface. No, 8 minutes from the moon to Earth's surface. I'm stupid. Wait, is that right? How long from the moon to Earth at the speed of light? That's seconds. Okay, that's seconds, according to AI. The speed of light takes about 1.5. Okay, so I was probably right about its how long from the sun. Well, takes the sun 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the Earth. So multiply that by 200 is about the speed of light approximation of the heliosphere or the astrosphere of this star. Crazy. This is an artist's illustration that depicts an astrosphere in more detail, including a bow shock in blue, akin to a sonic boom in front of a supersonic plane that is caused by the motion star and pushes and flies through gas in the interstellar space. Sorry, I was trying to see what the red stuff is. I guess that's... Oh, right, okay, so as it moves, this is the gas that it pushes against and flies through. Okay. Oh, the sonic boom in front of the supersonic plane. It's caused by the motion of the star. Neat. Neat. I love philosophy. I love space. I'm excited for that conversation. The sun not only likely passed through a phase of development similar to moth when it was younger, it also likely traveled through a denser region of dust and gas where the sun is currently located, strengthening the connection with moth. It is amazing. It is amazing to think that our protective heliosphere would only extend out to the orbit of Saturn if we were in the part of the galaxy where the moth is located. Or conversely, that the moth would have an atmosphere 10 times wider, larger than the sun's if it were located here. Oh, that's neat. That's fun, Lise. Moth is not visible from Earth with the unaided eye, but it is close enough that skywatchers could see it using binoculars. The first hints of X-ray emission from Moth's central star were based on a brief 1-hour-long camera observation of Moth in 2014. In 2021, astronomers observed Moth for almost 19 hours, which allowed the detection of the extended astrospheric structure. NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center manages the Canada program. The Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory's Canada X-ray Center. Sorry, this is a lot to read as like one like title. The Smithsonian's Astrophysical Observatory's Canada X-ray Center controls science operations from Cambridge, Massachusetts, and flight operations from Burlington, Massachusetts. God dang. Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't think I need to read the, Yeah, I've already read quite a bit about this. And the rest is just descriptions of the pictures. Probably telling us exactly... Okay, actually I probably should because it's probably gonna tell us, like, more. I mean, okay, an astrosphere is a wind-blown bubble full of gas and dust particles that encases a star as it pushes through interstellar space. So this is a, artist's rendition, but this is a bubble. Like, I see why they call it a bubble. I don't know exactly why they... Okay, so it is technically blowing a bubble. It is. I see why they call it blowing bubbles. I kind of wish it had been, like, emitting something circular, like, away from itself. That's what I thought it was going to be. And I really was interested to hear that. This is still absolutely fascinating, though. Don't get me wrong. The second image is a composite, which presents using infrared from Hubble. Spherical star has brilliant core bursting, yeah. Ring with white core is a neon purple glow, the atmosphere surrounding the star, yes. The interesting feature of moth is a white, wedge-shaped tail with neon blue tips, which trails the fast-moving star. This tail is dusty material left behind after the star's formation. The wedge or wing shape of the tail has a... yeah. Wait, not that one. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, no, I love this stuff. Alright, we'll stop there on this one. And we will move on to the next article. So this one is much more science related. What we have here is... right. Posted on March 7th. That's today. Wait. Okay, I looked at the date, and for a second I thought it said March 6th. I was gonna be like, this is posted in the future! But, yeah, no. This was posted yesterday, actually. By Lori Chen. Updated. Yeah, 7 hours ago. That makes sense. China could see widespread use of brain-computer tech in 3 to 5 years, expert says. So, what are we talking about here? We're talking about brain-computer interface. Yeah, brain-computer interface scientist and National People's Congress delegate Yao Dezhong poses for pictures. So this is the guy behind their brain science stuff. Brain-computer interface. China's brain-computer interface market estimated to reach 809 million by 2027. China expanding clinical trials, state support for brain-computer interfaces aims to close gap between research, industry, and clinic. So Beijing, March 8th. China could see brain-computer... Hold on. Let's do this. Wait. And then I'll actually go over here. Go like this. Wait. You could be a little smaller. A little more that way. Like that. Then, no. And then I can be over here. Because the text is on the left of this one for some reason. Alright, perfect. Back to eating. On my way to right. China could see brain-computer interface technology moving into practical public use within 3 to 5 years as products mature, a leading brain-computer interface expert said, as Beijing races to catch up with U.S. startups, including Elon Musk's Neuralink. You know, I've heard the term Neuralink. I've heard he's looking into that. I don't know how far we are, but it's wild. We are now racing to put the computers into our brains. We're racing for it. Beijing, we can't wait to eat the computers. Beijing elevated, or wait for them to eat us, I suppose. Beijing elevated brain-computer interfaces to a core future strategic industry in its new 5-year plan released this week, placing it alongside sectors such as quantum, embodied AI, 6G? Yeah, 6G and nuclear fission. I've heard of 5G. Come to think of it, I don't know what the hell the G in 5G stands for. Does it stand for gamma? What is the G in 5G? 5G versus 10G. Where did the G come from? The G in 5G means, and this is just from ncta.com, the G in 5G means generation, while the G in 10G means gigabit. Okay. 10G? As opposed to 6G. Is the 5th generation of cellular network technology and the successor of 4G. We used to have 4G? How long have we had 5G? I've only ever heard of 5G. First deployed in 2019? How stupid am I? I guess 4G never like caught on as like a term. What? Or maybe it was a term at some point, and I was just too young or too ignorant to know about it. Wild. Oh, excuse. Oh. Oh, right, that's me again. Hello. me when I okay. That one needs to go. Okay, that tab, I've abused that tab at that point. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Anyway, reading chat way much the different way that I'm supposed to be. Wait, hold on. Stream manager, I hardly know her. There we go. Alright. What was I? Where was I? So, yeah, 6G confused the heck out of me. I don't know what ADHD is. I don't know what you're talking about. Reuters, I am briefing. Newsletter keeps you informed about the... Oh, wait. This isn't about the... Okay. New policies will not change things overnight. I think after another 3 to 5 years, we will gradually see some brain-computer interface products. Excuse. Moving towards actual practical service for the public, said Yao Dezhong, director of the Sichuan Institute of Brain Science, in an interview on Saturday on the sidelines of China's annual parliament meetings in Beijing. Ah, my mouth does not want to cooperate today. Trials. A national BCI development strategy released last year aims for major technical breakthroughs by 2027 and for China to cultivate 2 or 3 world-class firms by 2030. China is the second country to launch invasive BCI human trials. More than 10 trials are active. More than 10 people are getting their brains like injected with computers, matching the US. While scientists plan to enroll more than 50 patients nationwide this year. They're all like, please sign up to get a chip put in your head. And it's like, it doesn't... When I say it like that, it doesn't sound that bad, but like, god damn, that's gotta be the most intrusive level. That's the most intrusive level. That's brain surgery, people. Recent high-profile trials, unless they don't actually have to perform brain surgery. I imagine they do. That sounds terrifying. Recent high-profile trials have enabled paralyzed patients and amputees to regain partial mobility and operate robotic hands or intelligent wheelchairs. Yo? What? We're already like, they can already like send command signals to like regain partial mobility, so part of it is rewiring it so that they can maybe like regain partial like control over parts they've lost, like their legs or hands, but then also and operate robotic hands and intelligent wheelchairs. That's sick. That's sick. We need that for people. Sorry, that's sick. That's good. The government that, oh my gosh. This would be amazing, I imagine, for people who are, like, missing these things. To have, like, that less of a barrier between living and just, like, I don't know, doing what it is you mean to do. Oh my gosh. The government has already integrated some BCI treatments into national medical insurance in a few pilot provinces, and the domestic market is projected to reach 5.58 billion yuan, or 809 million, by 2027, according to CCID Consulting. China has many advantages in brain-computer interfaces, such as its huge population, enormous enormous patient demand, cost-effective industrial chain, and abundant pool of STEM talent, said Yao, who also leads a key neuroinformatics research center under China's Science and Technology Ministry. Policies such as insurance integration and national standards aim to close the huge gap between scientific research, industry, and clinical applications, he said. The path from experimental wait. The path from experimental to clinical trials is quite long, and this remains a problem, he told Reuters, adding that many Chinese hospitals have established BCI research labs to speed up the process. While U.S. startups like Neuralink focus on invasive chips that penetrate brain tissue. Okay, so Neuralink is the brain surgery. Chinese researchers are developing invasive, semi-invasive, and non-invasive BCIs with wider potential clinical use. Semi-invasive BCIs placed on the brain's surface may lose some signal quality but reduce risks such as tissue damage and other post-surgery complications. Neuralink surgical robot can insert hundreds of electrodes into the brain in minutes. Why? Sorry, what? Oh, that's comforting. Oh, that's so neat. Imagining a robot inserting hundreds of electrodes. Huh? What? Great. They well placed that sentence to make it look so creepy. I might find a friend of a friend who could buy me a CD and merch from a band that only sells locally, and I am not local to the band. Oh, hell yeah! Awesome. Which band is that? Oh my gosh. I was just this freaking robot performing surgery on a brain, hundreds of electrodes in minutes. Is just my brain tries to imagine having hundreds of electrodes like injected into it, and let me tell you, I'm not greatly enjoying the mental image. This is a technical advantage which I think is remarkable, said Yao of Neuralink. Oh. Oh, said Yao of Neuralink. I thought it was saying Yao was from Neuralink. I'm like, what? No, he said that about Neuralink. But China is actually making fast progress in this area now. In fact, Musk's direction is basically achievable domestically. Wow. Wow, they're really throwing shade. They're like, Musk's up to some white shit. Which, yes. It's still terrifying. Narcoticos. Neat. Well, that sounds very exciting, and I hope you enjoy your music. Alright. Moving on to the last article of the day. Last article of the morning report. Before we move on to, Hearthstoning. This was posted by Mona Thomas on March 3rd. So just 5 days ago. Wait, hold on. What am I looking at? What am I looking like? Okay. Let's small-in this just by a bit. Also, wait. Okay, small-in that by a bit. Move it up there. Do that. Wait. Go back here. Scroll down a bit. Where's the text? As opposed to where I am. Oh yeah. This is gonna work. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. It's working just nicely. Calm down, Kronk. And pull the lever. No. So what I say? Thousands of fish? Nearly 1,000 fish set to be rescued after spending 2 months stranded in flooded farm field. Those poor souls. Written by Mona Thomas on March 3rd. This is, an aerial view shows construction crew working to retrieve a stranded canal boat on the bed of the Long Island Canal. in Whitchurch, northwest England, on January 15th. This is a boat in a canal. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Excuse me. Nearly 1,000 fish stranded for months in a flooded farm field are finally set to be rescued after a dramatic canal collapse sent water and wildlife spilling into the English countryside. According to the BBC, the unusual recovery effort stems from an embankment failure along the Llangollen Canal in Whitchurch, Shropshire. Shropshire. That is a funny word. That is a hilarious word. Yeah. On December 22nd of 2025. In the early morning hours, a man-made embankment that had supported the canal for more than 200 years gave way, unleashing a torrent of water into an adjacent field. Yep, these are the stranded canal boats on the bed of the Llangollen Canal after a breach in the embankment. The sudden collapse carved out a massive trench, leaving 2 narrow boats at the bottom and another teetering on the edge. Fire crews evacuated up to 15 people, and no injuries were reported. Witnesses described hearing a thunderous crash around 4:20 a.m. Be right back. I'll be right back. 4:20 a.m. That's such an interesting, such a Well, I must be coming down with something. I'm back. I returned. That was just a quick. Yeah, I had to use the little VTuber's room. Anyway, with some witnesses described hearing a thunderous crash around 4:20 blaze it, with some fearing an earthquake as boats drifted and water rushed away. In the weeks that followed, crews stabilized the site and lifted the stranded boats to safety, thank goodness. However, as engineers assessed the damage and began long-term repair plans, another challenge emerged. Specifically, 1,000 fish emerged. Oh, excuse. Yeah, no, I'm reading your thing about British town names. There was a British town name, I think that was just called Lecoq? Lecoq? Something like that. Beautiful names, really. Yeah. So, yeah, another challenge emerged. Roughly 1,000 fish had been swept into the neighboring field, where canal water pooled as deep as 6 feet in some areas. You know, there's a version of me that, like, wouldn't think this story is, like, wouldn't naturally think this is a story that would happen, because it's like, I worry that people see 1,000 fish that might die and just, like, won't do anything. It's like, they're just fish. But I'm glad we live in a world where people actually do fucking care. Where they see 1,000 fish and it's like, they know if they let those die, like, that's gonna have, like... For one, that might have an impact on, like, the survival of a species. Oh, pardon. Rather than perishing, the fish, including roach, perch, gudgeon, bream, and ruff, rather than perishing, the fish, including roach, perch, gudgeon, bream, and ruff, survived in the temporary lake that formed on the farmland. Now that water levels have... I like how it says survived as though they weren't, like, committing cannibalism in order to live. Which is, I mean, like, that's what they do, like, regardless of whether or not they're trapped in a specific area. But it's like, yeah, okay, if the water, like, was enough for them, and wasn't, like, too poisonous, they technically have their food source right there. Absolutely. If it's recent enough, I can just add it on to the next stream. I should really put a place for people to suggest articles on my Discord for me to cover. Oh my gosh, that would be so helpful. Right. Rudgeon survived. Right. Now that water levels have been gradually reduced to about knee height, specialists are preparing to relocate the fish back to the canal. According to the report, the Canal and River Trust will use a safe and widely used method that temporarily stuns fish with a low voltage electrical current, allowing teams to collect them without injury. This is hilarious. Safe and widely used. I'm glad it's safe, but it is... Is this painful to them? We just shocked them? We're just like, alright, throw the shock grenade so we can collect the fish. No fish were harmed in the making of this movement. Oh, yeah, sure. Send me a fishy story. I can take it right after this one. Stranded canal boats. Wait to be please DM it to my streamer Discord. Right. Or right there. That also works. That works just fine. Grab that. I mean, I have it now. Here, in a funny twist of events, I'll DM it to you. I'm kidding. Anyway. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'll DM it to myself. That's how. Right, copied it from there. I have myself ignored on Discord. Wait, why didn't you copy it? Phone, why am I being gaslit right now? Oh, that's why. Okay, that is on me. Alright, anyway. Now I have that set up. Oh, pardon. So yeah, we be shocking the fish. It's quite shocking. I mean, I'm shocked. And they haven't even shocked me yet. You could probably easily transport me, though. I've been told I fit in a box. Stranded canal boats wait to be lifted from the bed of the Langeland Canal. And I have experience, actually, that I do fit in a trunk. I can't fit in the trunk of a car. I left the door open. Give me a second. My roommate will be very upset with me if I let his cats out of the bag. Wait. Let me, not give you guys Eldritch Hallucis flipping around. That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. It just seems like decisions when life gets strange. You terrible choice. I think fine is right, but what good is time without? I'm almost back. Still give me a moment. Things never last. Just one. Close your thoughts in the past, and move on. No one likes an ending. So what's the attention we'll keep on giving them? Why are we still spending so much time dreading our lives instead of living them? Why do we try to live at the rivers? The water is what will deliver us to where we need to go. We may never know why. Time is always in limited supply, but we'll live to regret it, and we and then let it slip by. There we go. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn that on. Of course that's glitching out. One more second. I can't just rewrite decisions when life gets strange. Right. It's me, and I'm back. Am I big? Am I small? I'm a little bit of both. And alright. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate before you dehydrate, so that you don't die. Uh, we are back. How many? I know, it's the most frightening. It's the most frightening when I disappear. But don't worry, I am back, and everything's just fine. Right. The fish. Oh yeah, so they're gonna shark the fish, they're gonna grab the fish, it's not gonna hurt the fish, and we're plopping the fish, in aerated buckets, and return to the canal. Fish welfare is a key priority for our charity, and we will take the utmost care when relocating the fish back to the canal. John Ellis, National Fisheries. Oh, wow. Sorry, I just, the fun fact about my life is, one of my friends' stepmoms, like, has the same phone number as me, so I get texts, like, about their life, and I've reached out to them to try to get her to fix it, but yeah, no, I haven't gotten a text from that in like 2 years. It felt like, oh, but there it goes again. Every now and then it comes back. That's hilarious. Anyway, I should change my number. That sounds like something to get started on tomorrow. I said yesterday. Well, not on this particular issue, but on many others. Speaking of, right, so relocating the fish back to the canal, they're gonna be real careful. We're very carefully shocking them. No, I'm sure it's humane. I'm just surprised. Pardon. National Fisheries and Angling Manager at Canal and River Trust told the BBC. So, John Ellis. Oh, okay, so the Canal and River Trust is the place. He is a fisheries and angling manager. He's a national fisheries and angling manager. Yes. Yes, okay. So, Ellis noted the fish appeared to be in good health, despite spending 2 months in a field. The rescue, originally scheduled, they'll make an animated movie about this later. The rescue, originally scheduled earlier, but delayed due to... Actually, this would be great. If you know the movie about rabbits, Watership Down, which is a terrifying movie, honestly. I saw it as a child, and I only remember a few, viscerally upsetting moments. Well, to me as a child, anyway. As an adult, I probably wouldn't like... No, it was pretty tough. Actually, that animation was tough. Anyway, yeah, no, they could make something similar to like a realistic like view of like the fish being in this weird ass situation. But in the end, it ends with everything returning back to normal, out of their control, just like things went weird out of their control. And that would be, I don't know, that'd be, I'd watch that movie. Noted the fish appeared to be in good health despite spending 2 months in the field. The rescue, originally scheduled earlier but delayed due to high water levels, represents what the Trust called an important ecological milestone in the broader recovery process. So they were all like, we couldn't really do this until the water was this low. Those poor fish. They must have been, like, worried that they were all just gonna die. Well, like, I don't know how much a fish worries, but... maybe. While rebuilding the damaged canal could take considerable time, officials say restoring the trapped fish is one meaningful step toward putting the waterway and the surrounding community back together. Right, because they were probably, like, nervous about doing anything, you know, before that happened. Anyway, let's go over to what it is you sent me. We've got another fishy story for Fishy Story Stream that is apparently happening right now. So what do we got? We got the Sweden Herald here. So I can very. I've never, seen this publisher before, but I can kind of assume. uh, yeah, no. So we got the Sweden Herald, and this was published. Does it say by? I like how it just says Sweden News. I don't know if it says who this was written by. By TT News Agency. Oh, okay. Thank you, TT News Agency. They're by an anonymous author. Okay. So, near freezing, nearly 300 pike saved in 3-day Tyreso rescue. Tyreso? Yes. Nearly 300 pike saved in 3-day Tyreso rescue. Okay. We're saving fish again. We love it. They were rescued after a 3-day effort by local residents. The pike risked freezing into the ice, but were rescued by a group of Tyreso residents who, using nets, buckets, and just their hands, hey, look at that, no shock grenades required, although this is 300 pike as opposed to 1,000 fish, helped carry them to open water, writes Smitty. We didn't understand at the time how big this was. Me about everything. Me about everything that happens in my life. We didn't understand at the time how big this was. Not until we were done and had made an estimate of how many fish we had saved. It was about 300. Rolf Stohr, chairman of the Tyreso Fish Conservation Association, told the newspaper. The pike were stuck in Lake Diviksmuren. In Lake Diviksmuren. Diviksmuren? Diviksmuren. Google, please. Please. Google, I need you. Absolutely necessary. Right, pronunciation. There we go. Yeah. How to pronounce Daleks? Wait. What do you say, AI? Here's a breakdown of pronunciation. D, day, dwee. Dweevix. Dweevixmaren. Ah, Dweevixmaren. Maybe, if AI is to be trusted. Anyway. I feel like I probably could have found a better source. Dear Lord, except apparently not. Okay. What if I do that? And that's just that again. Okay, well, Dweevixmaren, maybe. Dweevixmaren, and could not get out the... Oh my god! Okay, sorry, no, I'm sorry, oh my god, I could not get out to... Almorafjorden. Hey AI, try fucking this one for size. Wait, relative importance of... Wait, no, wait. Why aren't there more resources for this? I feel like there should be, like, a few options of, like, looking at different people, like, oh, this is how you pronounce this, and this, whatever. Okay, thanks, AI, I guess. Google, you used to feel more useful than this. The Swedish place named Almorfjorden I don't mean to be garbling this as much as I am. It's pronounced approximately as Elmurafjorden. Elmurafjorden? Elmurafjorden. 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 Yes. I'm absolutely down to have that happen. Hold on. Do you mind your voice being on stream? It'd have to be my streamer account. That should do it. Do I have both of my mics? Okay, you should be muted right now. Hello, hello, can I hear you?
Hello, hello, hello.
Wait. Say something?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, you should. You should be audible to the stream.
Excellent. I've muted the stream, so I cannot help. Let's see.
According to my calculations, you are... Okay, let me lower the volume. You should be just around my volume now.
Okay, if I need to boost myself, I can boost myself also. I can
So,
even do ASMR with my mic.
Let me announce officially. This is my friend not Colonel Princess in chat. What's your streamer name?
Let me see. I don't remember myself. Una minuta.
Take your time.
And it's Twitch TV /nem_GoblinVT. Very easy.
So that's my friend. Nem. She's they're gonna be streaming on the 15th. That is just in 8, 7, 6, 8 days. For one of those three.
Yeah, it's just a week.
It's not. Yes. Is it exactly 1 week from now? Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah. No. I can add 7 to 8. Never mind.
Yeah.
So it is 1 week from now. On the 15th. And so this one in particular, AI says Elmurafjorden.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where in the article so I can read from the article instead.
In the article, it is kind of, I think, like at the very bottom.
In the very bottom of the damn thing, I say here. Yeah, it's Elmurafjärden.
Elmurafjärden?
L, like, think like L, but like it's an but more of an in the beginning. L.
And
Mora.
Whoa. Say that again.
Mora.
Like Mula, but like with an R. Mura.
Yeah,
Mura.
Yeah, Mura. Yeah, exactly. And Fjärden. That is the third one.
Elmurafjärden.
Yeah.
Say it all
much
fast.
better. Elmurafjärden.
Elmurafjärden.
Yeah, more ruling R's is usually quite common.
Elmurafjärden.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
And then
Okay. The other one was gosh, what was it? It was wait, what was the other one?
might been far down where you have.
Yeah. Duiviksmarin. Or that's what AI said. It was Diviksmarin.
Which
Lake Diviksmarin.
Oh yeah, that one. Just a moment. Where I'm gonna check in the article and see where it is. It's much. What the hell? Am I just blind though again? I'm very blind. What? Why am I missing it? Where the hell? There. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong article. I'm a dumbass.
I've been there.
Amy. Yeah, I'm like, why can I not find it? Like, yeah, Diviksmaren.
Oh, Diviksmaren?
Yeah.
Diviksmaren. Okay, so Lake
Yeah.
Diviksmaren in Emilfjorden.
Yeah. Exactly.
See,
Yeah.
okay, something I really like about trying to emulate a native accent, really what I find is just like, okay, so first you find the correct pronunciation, and then you try to find the way you would do it if you were lazy, because no one, like, if you're natural with a language, you don't, like, focus on every word. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm sure if I re-recorded, like, what I'm saying right now and, like, listen to it, for one, I've checked for myself, any YouTuber, if you go to their if you go to their videos and you play them at 0.75 speed, they look drunk. Everyone looks drunk at 0.75 speed, and it is the funniest thing. So it's like, it does like show you that we are like constantly slurring everything, and not to be confused with slurring everything. And I learned this first with like Spanish, because I live in a lot. I have a lot of Mexican family. I grew up around a lot of Mexican people, and freaking so it's like you first learn, like, you know, the proper pronunciation to roll everything, but then when you listen, when you get called out for like having a you know, a whitewashed accent, you're like, well, what's the difference here? And then you notice that when they talk fast, it's just like everything blurs together. So it's like,
yeah. Do you want to know a
yeah,
fun fact about Swedish also? And chat can learn this as well.
wait, say that again.
Do you want to know a fun fact about Swedish?
Yes.
Sweden has is one of few pitch languages, and Japanese is another pitch language. Meaning, depending where how I pitch a letter or a sound, it will mean a different thing.
Oh, Hmong people do that. The inflection. Hmong is an Asian culture that's popular here where I live, and also they have a population in France. They're from the Vietnamese area. And they have a tonal language. For one, they didn't have a written language before being migrated over to America, so like it's hard for them to like have like in their language. They have a lot of X's and B's that work as like silent letters for one, and yeah, no, I've heard that when their sentences, because I went to high school with a lot of them, so I'd always hear their conversations, and they would always, like, when they reverted to their native tongue, it would be like, I mean, to their first language, it was like they would exaggerate some words in some ways. But see, just as I said exaggerate, like, me toning the word, like, shifts the meaning of the word, but, like, doesn't, like, change it in the way that I think it does with other languages. I haven't, like, fully studied it, but, like, I've heard about it, so...
Yeah,
that's
I know
really...
that. Yeah, I know Swedish, it's called the pitch language, so, like, yeah, the pitch changes the word. And, like, the fun, like, yeah, there's a lot of accents in Sweden, so, like, even there you can, like, the local variations have, like, a lot of difference. I have a very specific Swedish accent because I have a mix of, like, I think I live between, like, different regions. My region's accent is a mix between, like 3 or 4 different regional accents combined to, like, also, like, its own accent from my own town. So, like, I can just go, like, maybe, what is it, like 20 minutes away from where I am, you can hear a different accent. And, like,
You're a goblin accented.
Well, that's one way to put it.
It's so unique. It's so unique.
Yeah, well, when I speak Swedish to other Swedes, they are like, oh, we cannot tell where your accent is from, because you say some words in this accent, some words in this accent. And some people call it like a radio accent, because, like, it sound doesn't, but it's like, well, here you have an accent, but you cannot tell where it's from. And before, when I worked as a bartender, I usually be like, oh, if you can guess where I'm from, I will buy you a drink. No one ever got where I was from, even if they tried very hard. Like, some people got close-ish, but it was still like 2 hours, 3 hours away from where I am from. Because they were like, you say this way in one way, but that in another way.
You know, it might be, you said like the region that like you lived in, but it also might be. I've heard that this is something with sometimes with neurodivergent people that we I won't say I don't want to say over emulate, but we do like to more common on a more common frequency we pick up accents from other people. So it might be I know you've
Oh,
mentioned to me that like you've been to like a lot of places, like a lot
oh
of like
yes.
shows. So you've talked to
But
like lots and lots of different people, I imagine. So it
yeah,
wouldn't surprise me if you've ended up picking up like a lot of like different like habits into your speech, because I've done that. I was when you started talking about that, I almost mentioned something similar where I mean, for one, I've had a list.
yeah,
Growing up I had a strong list for like almost no reason, and that kind of messed with my accent. But then
mm,
also part of it is absorbing so much internet culture, so much different accents from like different
yeah,
shows and stuff. Like I grew up on I grew up watching a lot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the prevalent character in that show is Giles, the British librarian mentor dude. uh and I had a fake British accent that I practiced a lot growing up that I will not
yeah,
be displaying right now. But
yeah.
uh,
No, but the fun thing, like, it's not only me. Like, this is a thing from a lot of people from my hometown have this accent that is a mix. So it's not just that and also I have noticed I don't emulate the accent. Like, I have worked in like the far north of Sweden, and they have a very specific accent, but I didn't copy their accent. And like a lot of people notice, like, oh, you're not from here. Where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from this region. And like, huh? But you sound like you're from this region. Like, yeah, because I have a mixed region accent.
absolutely.
So,
Thanks for the
so yeah,
wait,
I
what were you
love
gonna say?
accents, and
Oh, I love accents.
I talk a lot.
This it's important. It's important for the job.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
like,
what is this one here at the very bottom?
oh,
Things
that
were
is
earlier this week.
yeah. Try to pronounce it first, and then I will tell you.
All I got is Lidingo.
No, it's not like that.
Leadingo? Leadingo?
Almost. It's leading
Leading it?
Yeah. Is a separate letter we have also. That's a separate. We have three separate letters in Swedish that is not in the standard alphabet, and it's O and Ö, which is three letters. And Ö, it's a letter on its own, but it also means island in Swedish. So it's leading island, basically.
So wait. So it's like wait, hold on, give me a second. I'm moving something on my stream setup UI. No, so wait, okay, say it again?
Leading Ö.
Would you say it slow like that?
Leading Ö.
So it's almost like two different letters. I mean,
Yeah,
two
well,
different like
yeah, you
leading
like separate it. Like, yeah, like you have like leading where you start the word, and then you go into it afterwards.
leading it.
And yeah, because I mean
Leading
that also like a lot of some accent in Sweden, you like leading it's like it's not as pronounced, that it's more like rather than
Oh,
and I say
okay.
because that's part of my accent.
Gotcha. So,
Land
okay. P-
like
leading. It's hard to put it in a sentence. Wait, okay. 100 parts on leading a who could. Wait, things were worse earlier this week for hundreds of pike on leading a. Leading a.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. I kind of get it.
yeah,
It's like it's hard to like purposefully not say it like without more emphasis when I don't know like what to put after it. But yeah, no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think I got it.
Yeah, like and also like you're learning from me and my accent also should be added.
That's true. There, if I ever learn more of these, sorry, I just reminded myself. There's a word in Hungarian that means like to, to like, to cabbage, or like, there's like a
Yeah,
verb for cabbaging, and it's like a really, really long word. I think, if
yeah.
I'm remembering it
Also,
correctly.
mm, yeah.
But
Talking about Hungarian, Nem means snow in Hungarian, so my name means snow.
oh, neat.
Which, yeah. It also means in I don't remember which. It's I think it's a Turkish in the a Turkish region, nem can also mean moist, which I find very amusing.
Yep. No, I mean, also I see the connection between snow and moist, but that's the worst word in existence. Thank you.
I love moist. It's one of my favorite words. I just love saying moist.
All right. That is the end of the morning report section. I'm probably going to clip this and put in its own. Not clip this, but the morning reports usually go, if I remember to download them into their own section. So, and I put them on the YouTube video. So, if you would like to say
Yeah.
goodbye to eventual maybe YouTube audience.
Just a moment. I chat. Be nice.
Yeah. Yep. And there you have it. And please follow exactly those orders. All right. And I will talk to you later, Nem.
Yeah, have a lovely evening or day. I don't know what the time is for you.
Feel free to stick around. I will be switching to Hearthstone soon.
Yeah, go and drink some water. Go and pace if you need to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What I will be doing, I do actually have water here. I had like a lot of soda here. I'm like, this is my coffee. But I have a fully untouched water bottle, which is very important. Hydrate before you dihydrate. Thank goodness the fish are safe. They were caught in a fishy situation, but we fished them out of it. Fish. Now, what are we doing? I got a voice acting podcast mic. Right? Yes. I have a microphone too. Lots of brain power are being used. Lots of brain power is being used right now, as you can see. Yeah, no, that's fair. I love fish. One day, my VTuber avatar will be will have cat ears, and then it will be even more prevalent that I like fish. That can. Let's go to. Open that, and now I will go to my streamer information. Because we have to update that we are no longer going to be just chatting. This is, from this point on, this is going to be a Hearthstone stream. For the rest of the day, for the next several hours. Hearthstone stream. Oh god, it's going to be glorious. You don't even know. I'm going to love this. I'm like, it's going to go for so long. Okay. Done. Alright. Now that I've done that, bring me. Take me to Hearthstone, I'll worship at your dog like a shrine of your life. I'll sharpen my sins and you can sharpen a knife. Offer me that deathless death, the good God, let me give you my life. That's a fine looking high horse. What you got in the stable? We've a lot of stubborn faithful. I'm just waiting for Hearthstone to start so I can put it up somewhere. Got something tasty. Something shiny. This is hungry work. Okay, that's me being way too large. Pardon. Oh gosh, the karaoke was so fun. For context, I was in What is her name? I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible. Anu. Uh, she's a chaotic bat VTuber. Um, and that I need to find the exact name of here. No, wait, give me the full profile. Give me the full view full profile, and then if I go to the yeah, fruit bat Anu, and she does I saw her Jackbox game of hers, and then I was invited to her karaoke that she hosts on her Discord, and on the first of every month, and what did I just? Where am I hearing sounds from? Did I accidentally? Oh, that was that was Hearthstone starting up. That startled me. What you got in the stable? But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun with karaoke. That was so fun. I love singing for people, and then I also love getting to hear people like I like hearing people who are confident in singing, but I also really, really like kind of when someone like clearly doesn't have too much experience in it, and it's like they're kind of just here to practice, or not even really practice, but have a space for it anyway where they can practice like just not even like practicing, but practice like the fun of it, you know? Practice having fun, you know? Gosh. Uh how do I want to do this? I'm like, what is the most important thing to hide? Like, not most important. What are what can I get away with like having just out of screen for my VTuber model to I guess the top left isn't too important, so if I do this, yeah, okay, actually, you know what? I think it was good the size it was. We're good to do this, and then we'll do come on. Work with me. Me? Yeah. Just like that. I really need to get some like frames and stuff. Uh Absolutely. It's looking like all the VTubers I'm meeting that I'm getting along with the greatest. They match my crazy. Honestly, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat to feel like I don't know. Some of the people I've met so far, it's just like I don't know. They're really they're just so cool, but like in ways that I'm like, oh, that's what I like about me. But they're even like more confident about it. I mean, like there is that factor, but I'm very dedicated to only doing things that like even if it achieves a goal like yes networking, I'm not going to do something that's networking that like I wouldn't find as like fun. That I wouldn't be there for like anyway. Honestly, it was fun for networking, but I would have been there like if I'd known that was a place that I could go, I would have been there anyway. Cuz that was just like a lot of fun. And even if I stopped streaming, I'd probably want to go and do karaoke with them more. Uh so it's just like I like that both coincide. I almost feel bad for like thinking of things as like networking. We dive into Hearthstone. We try to have fun while sucking at something. Actually, you know what? That let me not say that's my specialty. But yeah, getting to know people absolutely. Not boring. Terrence Valley by Cost. Yeah, how do you define social networking? Like, what all do you involve? What all do you include? And welcome back from the breaks. But I'm curious. Every 4 turns, discover Dark Fairy Prize. Okay. Let's grab that guy. This guy gives me money, so I want to, and I only get so much money per round. So I want to grab him so that next round I have 2 coins because I'm gonna sell him. Maybe. Wait, yeah, I do have to sell him. Eventually.
Have a good battle, friend.
That could have gone better.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
And yeah, I'm gonna want to grab this, do that, sell that, then I guess grab that. Now, do that for some fucking reason. I'm not sure if I should have done that, but now I grab that, and then I guess I'm gonna sell that and grab her, and then play her. And I don't know why I did half of that. I'll be honest. Was that even important? Did I have to do all that? I don't know. It's sometimes this game just feels like it's important to like not get caught up trying to read everything. You gotta like
The battle is
you gotta go fast
raging out
sometimes.
there.
Sonic and Quoth. Okay, so if I just do oh, I should have held that coin. Whatever. So let's grab that. Sell her. Grab this guy. And do that. Grab this. Give that one time. This makes sense. Social networking for me is engaging with people socially. It can just be chatting or engaging with them in events or things they do, such as we played. Chatbox is networking also.
Don't tell
Networking
the others.
can also be used
I
as a
know.
negative, or I choose to see it as positive. I guess it's like there's the worry in my head of ever coming across as like talking to someone. It's like, okay, I never want to feel like I'm complimenting someone and they have like a voice in their head that says, okay, but it's just because they like want to
I got
like
some fresh release for
network
you.
with me or want my attention or because they value this other thing about me. I always want to avoid as best I can ever having a compliment not land. And that feels like it's not always like about like landing a compliment, but I try to maximize in any way I can uh I try to optimize for avoiding any misinterpretation or misunderstanding of my will. So it's like I can benefit from networking, and so I almost get like worried isn't the right term, but yeah, I don't see networking as a bad thing because at the end of the
Don't
day,
tell
all
the
it is
others.
building community and strengthening community. So it's like it can't be phrased as like a thing that like you should be avoid doing. But I worry so much about ever tricking myself in my own head about like why I do or why I say the things I do, because if I ever catch myself complimenting someone and it's only to build community and it's not because I genuinely mean the
The
words,
battle is really raging out there.
then I'm going to dislike myself a lot. So it's almost like a slippery slope where I want to network because I want to build community, but I never want to feel death rattle. I mean, this is good. What am I looking at? We're looking at dragons, elementals now. I got pirates, quillbore. So I'm probably going for I don't need to be going for anything yet. Let's grab that. Let's grab another elemental. Sure. Sure.
You scallywags need some gear?
Let's get rid of this guy. Grab her. Grab that. Actually, you know what? Right. Quillboars? I do have a few quillboars, but everyone else plays quillboars better than me right now, and it's a limited pool. So I don't want to start going down quillboars just to find that someone else is taking all the freaking good quillboar things. That's why I generally, I've been taught the past few nights. Aww. I usually play Battlegrounds with my roommates. I mean, my roommate and our friend that comes around to play Melee and Battlegrounds with us. Ouch. I'm only ranking like 2500. If the timer is refreshed, maybe. We're talking about the stacks. Like, well, I don't need. Well, this would teach me to go start drawing down Nagas to start like doubling down. Oh, this leans heavily. Okay. Let's do this, and let's start leaning. We're gonna start leaning elementals. What? Wait, what? Well, that worked in a way. Okay, we have that many, so let's rank up. Cool. Give me a tier 5. Let's, oh, absolutely. I need this. Give me that. Our timer's fresh, double the rate. Yeah. I got what I needed from you. Goodbye. Play that. Battle play. That. What am I getting rid of? That guy, unfortunately. Should I have done that? Wait, okay, wait, yeah. Because now I sell that. I do that. I grab this. I grab this. And we play that. And let's just power up this. Wait, what is this? Death rattle, get a tavern going. Okay. So this guy's just to give me some extra economy. Cool. I'm going to be getting a random elemental if I keep these two in my rotation. I'm going to be getting a random elemental. See, this guy's also playing elementals, but this is the path I chose. This is the path I walk. And lo, I walk the valley of the shadowy elemental. I shall fear no imposter. And of course,
Your minions really pulled their weight.
you know what? Let's do this. Okay. Now let's grab that. Let's do that. That, of course. I love money.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
What is this? Yeah, no. I love money. Wait, do I really want that? It's like, yeah, okay. Okay. Now you can get all of that, and you can get sold. Goodbye. Refresh. Give me that shit. And now you get to do that. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. Sick.
Tell the others.
Hell yeah.
Rooting for you.
All right. Okay. What did that just turn into? Yeah, right? At the end of every 2 turns, get 2 random elementals. Okay, sick. It's kind of the same of having 2 of them. I think this might be one of the ones that are better if I don't like triple it, but you know, it tripled.
Nice
Pirate
work
death
out
rattle.
there.
Health equals its attack. Well, wait. Give a friendly minion taunt, then double its health. Discover a minion. Yes. This one we're saving. We're for just a little bit. Oh, this one can magnetize elementals. So let's I think it's important that this guy gets strong. Alright, tier 5 minion. Please, yes. After you cast 3 spells, consume a minion in the tavern. Oh, that's... None of these are... After you cast 3 spells, consume a minion in the tavern. Yeah, no. All of these. Just money fodder. Working on things, I guess, in between stream to improve the stream would be the answer to that question. Are any of these elemental? Are you playing it? Ooh! Oh. Okay. Let's get some of that. Okay.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
These 2 guys need to go. If I don't find a third of them, like, immediately in this next one, these 2 guys, taking up space. Oh, this guy too. Oh, I should have given this guy taunt. Do you mean like when you were on the stream earlier? Or do you mean like, during karaoke? Okay, wait, what is this? So you cast a tavern spell. Oh, I can't, that's... Discover 3 minions from your tier, maybe not. Spellcraft choose a minion, just transfer all minions in the tavern to ones of its type, keeping its tiers. Holy crap. Okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna refresh this. Let's... grab this. Let's grab that. Let's sell this. Let's sell that. Let's sell him. Let's, gosh. Yeah. Need that guy, okay. This, we do that. What? Oh, cause, yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, we're entering the, okay. Yeah, no. Okay. I'm gonna put you there.
Looks
Give
like
me.
you can get a triple. I like where you're going with this.
Oh no. Freeze. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, okay.
I think you can win this thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. We are building it bigger. We are making a brand. We're the only ones to turn you when your castle's turn to stand. Bro, it doesn't even matter how much you do to me. Oh, and you're failing anyway. And when you said, despite all you want to offer, being part of the group was about learning. Well, I mean, well, yeah. I mean, my biggest
You're good at
obstacle to
this.
myself is myself.
You're down a minion and up a gold. Oh ho! You're moving up in the world.
Hearthstone was given extra. It wasn't my thing. Sell a friendly minion, give it a chance. Let's do this. Okay.
I'll do what I can.
I like where you're going with this. It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Damn it.
I think
Oh
you
well.
can win this thing.
There's a Swedish punk song called Night Kriget Midzav, which translates to The War with Myself, and it has
Nice
had huge
work
importance
out
to me
there.
when growing up.
Keep up the pressure.
Please send me that song. I will absolutely listen to it. I don't know about your statement about all being puny compared to me. I am pretty short.
Need a drink?
Two rounds is 2-2 this tavern. Find shield when you play mental game. Find shield every 2 turns, get a random elemental. Honestly, I have this. I don't need that. Not anymore. Oh, I should have sold it with this. I'm so dumb. Whatever. Wait, give a friendly minute. Taunt and doubles health. Let's do that. Then let's do. Wait, no. Uh, yeah. Yes. Gimme. Okay.
That'll do some damage. That's what I would have picked.
Should have picked this one first.
Down a minion and
Okay, wait. I did that wrong. Cool. Well. I guess we just sit on this.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Oh, this poor fucker. Oh, I should have used this one last one. Oh well. Ooh, with prejudice. Oh, yeah, no, that's fair.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Steal all cards from the tavern, then refresh it. Discover a new hero power. Return a friendly minion to your hand. Let's discover a new hero power. Why not? Discover a pirate? No. Steal a random minion from the tavern, double its health. Get a pirate. Let's do that.
You're down a minion and up a gold.
What does this do? Choose. This one's gonna get sold. Let's do this. What are you? Oh. Oh, well. Let's do this. Wait. Okay. What is this? No. Honestly, this will do. This will do nicely. Okay, so. Now we sell. Okay. We have made a monster. Now we need who's monster number 2? I guess we will find out.
Now we're in business.
Need a drink?
You've got this. You're way ahead.
Chorus goes, I need another mouth. Oh, chorus. Chorus goes, I need another mouth to be able to breathe. Another heart was not to stop. Another mouth to be able to breathe. But I'm lost in the room amidst myself. I can imagine how that will. Okay. I mean, I like the lyrics, but I also can like imagine how the chorus would like have a bounce to it with those.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Okay. Let's yeah, keep that over there. Okay. This guy needs to go. What was it?
Let's make this spicy.
Oh, I was supposed to do that. Whoops. Perfect. That's what I needed.
A good tactical choice.
Let's give this one that. Now you have taunt.
Let's
All
see
right.
if you can stay on top.
Hell yeah. I'm pretty confident. It's been a while since, like, I only won one out of, like, several matches of Battlegrounds I played last night. Someone here could wipe me out in one if they've been sacrificing.
You're good at this.
Always feel free to info dump your special interest in chat.
That's what I would have picked.
Read that. Refresh that. Let's. What was this? Discover a new hero power. A bit late in the game for that. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Well, I guess.
The odds are in my favor.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
You know what? Maybe I should. Well, I think I'd run out of elementals. Although I might have made a mistake. I don't die here, do I? We come pretty close.
The battle is really raging out there.
I might have literally just missed.
Here's a gold for the trouble.
Wait. Yeah, I might have literally just missed the freaking
A good
elemental you're talking about because there are some cards that there are a lot of cards that I've successfully like wait, what? Okay. I can spot them on sight, but there are also a lot of cards that I can't do that with yet. Right, okay. This needs to not that. Okay. So maybe. Fuck, wait.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Yes. Damn it. No! Oh well. Oh well, you know what? Second ain't bad. Second ain't bad. I'll take that. We're up to 2,600. You can backseat game. You absolutely can. I will I will just ignore advice if I can't read and incorporate. If I can't like immediately like know how to incorporate it, I will just be like, okay, I'll try to think about it. So it's like feel free to offer suggestions, but it's like I won't always be able to take it. Also, please, yes, suggest tag for streaming. That's yes. I'm probably. Oh, what? Ian VTuber. You know, I considered that one. I literally backed over that one because I'm like, how important is this one? But okay, if you think that's important, then I'll probably throw it into next one. Alright. Choose two minions. They gain each other's attack. Interesting. Start the game with 2/1 Shredder that summons a minion from your hand and gives it Divine Shield. Sure. Let's try. I don't particularly like either of these options. We'll try to see if it works into everything. But I have a make a friendly minion golden, and I like to wait until I have ranked up my thingamajigger just a little bit. My market, my shop. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I realized when I was updating the streamer information before my first stream today that oh, that's what it means. Neat. This is a Murloc build. I mean, it says mech, but this is a Murloc build. So I might as well. Yes. What happens if I make this golden?
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Fuck you! So the two highest health. Okay. The intrusive thoughts.
You're
One,
good at this.
two highest health. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, right. This is hilarious. Anyway, uh, so I'm going to be focusing on mechs to power up this guy. I'm only going to be buying the mechs mainly to like feed them to this guy. And then aside from that, it's going to be a Murloc's build. That's how I'm going to try to run this. So maybe this guy and maybe one other robot to like pump him up, and then primarily Murlocs.
Pulled their weight.
That feels good. That feels right. Yeah, some people are already on rank 3. Somehow. Most of them are at 2. Most of them are at 2 and 1. Okay. So I'm not behind. One person's ahead.
Keep up the momentum, friend. Nice work out there.
Alright, what
Keep up
are
the
we
pressure.
doing? We probably just want to early after the tyrant. I was thinking in my head. There's no reason not to do this, honestly. And if I'm doing that, I'm probably doing this too. This makes sense to me.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
This is funny. This is so stupid and funny. It's like one powers up, one drops in, and then the other powers up the other. It's not quite how I thought that would work. Aha! Yeah, only 3 points to me, buckaroo.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
What are we doing? Demon battle never choose a friendly demon. It consumes a minion. I don't have a friendly minion. Let's... If I do that, that brings me down to 4. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's buy that. Let's grab. Okay, let's grab this, I guess. After you summon a Murloc, gain 2 attack. Okay. Do we have a Murloc? Death Rattle, summon highest. Okay. That. You know what's funny? This.
You're down a
This
million
is
and
hilarious.
up a goal.
Give me a Murloc. No? Okay. I guess.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Alright. After you sell this here to your minion. Give a minion in your hand plus 7 to summon. Okay, so let's grab this and this. Okay, so cool. Now I need to start building things in my hand. One, that, you, that, you, I guess that's interesting. Refresh that. Perfect. After you summon a Murloc, okay. I guess I need 2 in my hand at all times in order to make use of this guy. Cool. This is such an interesting journey I'm taking. Such an interesting build I'm trying to build. This guy's kind of useless in my hand, but I can't do anything about that. So, there you go. After this match, I'm probably gonna take a break for water, maybe for a little snack. And then it's gonna be back to Hearthstone. We're doing this the entire day. This was inspired by the fact that I just spent hours Hearthstoning last night, and so I'm just gonna be here.
Let's see if you can stay on
Probably when I come back, I'm gonna like throw on some music, like just to have like in the background, and then I probably won't. It'll probably be music that will be copyrighted, so I'll have to like just not upload this to later things. It feels weird to differentiate between like what's a stream that like would count as an event and one that doesn't. Yeah, okay. But I've been told by my streamer friend Tort that that's a thing.
That one might make all the difference.
What are you? You're that. Choose a meeting, transform into. Okay, that's what I should have done. Perfect. Okay. I need something to give this guy taunt.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Wait, for this combat only. Oh, this guy isn't as useful as I thought he was.
You're good at this.
Yes, I'll give it so many hands concerning copy for this combat only. Okay. So he doesn't like naturally. Wait, what? Summon the highest health. Huh. I didn't know this was just a card I could get. Okay. Oh wait, no, because it fell. Okay. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't get the second one then. Actually, pretty good. So I have that and I have that, so I don't need this guy.
Exactly what you were looking for.
I'll do what I can.
Better hire a recruit while you can. Let's see if you can
Well, at least I
stay
got
on
that.
top.
Okay, so that guy was summoned in to fight, but I didn't gain 2 stews. Wait, did I? Wait, is he already dead? Yeah, okay. So this guy was summoned in to fight and I didn't gain 2 stews, so it doesn't, like, do me anything, like, really good to, like, not include him. Okay, what are we talking? Beast, started combat, That's interesting. Death Rattle summon 2 imps with... Yeah, nah. Bard. Choose a minion, get a random... Easy. If you sell 3 more knocks a time, I'll give it extra. Fine, we'll do this one. Epic, epic, epic. Okay. Next, wasn't there... Yeah. You can't stick around for too long, I'm sorry. Okay.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Okay. Okay, actually, I think I need to sell you. Oh, I should have had this guy up. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit, I'm running out of time. Fuck! Oh, hell! Oh, I hate it. I hate the time limit on this game. I hate that I spend so much time reading, and then there's so much gold left in my hand at the end of a turn! That's really annoying. What are your keywords? I don't even know what those mean. Ha! Good one. Welcome to Chat Dory. I'm losing at
I've
Hearthstone.
got some fresh recruits for you.
Give me that. Give me a random tier 1 minion. Of course, it's not. Give me this. I don't think this is doing nearly as much as I want it to. Give me that. Okay, so I'm definitely at least surviving that the next one, so let's do this. Let's grab this. Let's sell that. Let's Am I hoarding these? These need to go. These need to get out of my hand, get out of the way. I need at least that many in my hand at all times, but I feel like I am playing around your friendly rocking hand. These both do the same thing. Wait, this 2 highest health Murlocs. This is 2 highest health minions. This one could potentially go for... Okay, I've been selling myself short. By just a bit. Okay.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
And yes, I did say Bard. Always buy... Yeah, no. Oh, this person is... Ooh, defeated me grievously with a demon and elemental build. Okay. I get top 2 more tries to make this build work.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy
At least I lost this, so
makes
I
you
can
stronger.
grab that. Let's...
I'll give you you're down a minion
Sick.
and up a gold. Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Okay. Sick. Perfect. Start of combat. Okay. I can probably keep this guy in my hand then. Okay. Let's do this.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
None there.
I think you
No.
can win this
Dang
thing.
it. Just needed a little more time. The game's audio pretty quiet. I mentioned a little while ago that I'm kind of, after this round, I'm probably going to take a break. Not like from streaming itself, but when I'm back, I'm probably going to have music playing. The game itself shouldn't be too loud, but it shouldn't be completely gone. Oh, I took 3rd place. Okay. Sick. Capture audio, but the audio is probably really quiet. If I did this... Oh, yeah. Now if I go back to OBS... Yeah. It's about that loud. So it does work. Right. So, probably 15, 20-minute break. Then I'll be back. And we'll be stoning some more hearts. Definitely the rest of the stream is like not something that's going to get like recorded or put anywhere, and that's because I'm going to be putting, yeah, like copyrightable background music in the background. So we will see. Yo, same. Right. And I appreciate you being here either way. Now, I will be right back. Don't miss me too much. Oh, big stretch.
I'm stuck in my teeth. I gotta live in the chains. Can you draws my arms too slow? I was my boy. You had faith. I didn't see you in your day. She said I don't, but now you all have trust. Now, this song. Don't you let it go. You might take their off. They don't have to rotate off. Come to come and off. Sometimes I take all the shine. Act like I drink all the wine. It's a little way behind. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No hair, truth, just naked. Caught between space and time. It's not. And I forget something. I've been sure it's in. Make you love me. But I predict I'm not to stay super. Once again, I'm a child. kids used to be. But still the kids we used to be.
Pump break or not? Starts and all that good thing.
So I get to do it.
No, I've done this for hours. I can like pause it here and then just read later. I just entered the section actually where I was going to just grind Hearthstone for the rest of however long. So
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking we have no food. I can't accept like fast food. We got
yeah, we can wait. You're right.
Do you think that by the time we get them still to story now, it'll be like 10 minutes? Do you think you'd be ready by then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see you in a bit.
I can't do. I said yeah. Oh, have I been active this whole time? Have I been just airing the music I'm listening to this whole time? Is that who I am as a streamer? I love it here. I adore me. I'm such a winner. I'm so okay. All right. All right. That's glorious. It works out just as well. So I don't know if chat heard that, but I have grocery shop. I have grocery shopping to do. Hold on. Oh, look at me. Look at how tiny I am. Tiny Eustace in chat. Hold on. This can. Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay. So, yeah, surprise cancellation of the stream. But actually, Nem, I'll probably still be. I'll probably be back in grocery shopping and streaming again by the time you wake up later. So I hope you all have a great day. You know, human necessities call. I unfortunately have a life. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. And all of the articles reading, and all the chatting, and for viewers now and later, I hope that you enjoyed the cameo from the soon-to-be debuting, Business Goblin Nem. And I hope, have an excellent day. I will see you next time on the internet on my next stream. Catch me if you can.